read in the portion of Elech that there's a mitzvah in the beginning of the 8th year of the sabbatical year. The king, the Melech Yisrael, goes to the Temple Mount, and all Klal Yisrael, men, women, and children, gather on the Temple Mount, and he reads for them the book of Dvarim, Mishnah Torah. And what is the value of this reading? What's the purpose of the men, women, and children coming to hear this reading? So the Torah tells us the value is L'man yishmu u'leman yilmedu. They should come to hear and to study, to learn. V'yoru es Hashem Elokechem, and they will fear God. V'sharmu lasus kol divrei Torah zos. So what is the objective? They should listen to the reading. They should learn from the reading. And what follows the learning? V'yoru es Hashem Elokechem. They will fear God. And once they fear God, v'sharmu lasus kol divrei Torah zos. So what is the process? How does one come to Yiras Shamayim, to fear of God or to reverence of God? Only through the study of Torah. And of course, this is an awesome gathering. It's the king of Israel, the Melech Yisrael, where Melech Shemochel HaKvodei Kvod HaMochel, the king, a Jewish king, is not permitted to waive his honor, although a Torah scholar, a Torah sage is permitted to waive his honor if he chooses to do so, but a Melech Yisrael, a king, is not permitted to waive his honor. So the awesomeness of this event is so overwhelmingly powerful. So when they hear the reading, they listen, they learn, and they learn to fear God. And as a result of fearing God, they will keep the mitzvos. We say in the bracha, in the Amidah, the bracha of Teshuva, we say, Hashivenu vilu sarasecha, v'karvenu malkenu v'secha. God, bring us back to your Torah, and bring us close to your service. King, bring us close, King, to your service. Hashivenu avilu sarasech, bring us back to the Torah. What is the Torah? The Torah is just the knowledge. But what is the outgrowth? What is the obvious ramification, consequence of that? V'karvenu malkenu v'secha. That will bring us level to secha, to serve God. It's malkenu. How does one serve a king? This is with reverence. So again, we see that the order is, first one studies. Hashivenu avilu sarasech, bring us back to the Torah, the study of Torah. You study Torah, one does mitzvos. As the Gemara says, Godla Talmud, Talmud Viduli Maseh. Study brings to the actualization of the mitzvos. And ultimately, once you're there, you're studying and you're doing mitzvahs, the Karveinu Malkeinu Secha, bring us close to your service, then we will come to Yiras Shamayim to fear God. Chofetz Chaim writes in the mitzvah of Avos Hashem, it says, V'ahavta es Hashem Elokecha Kriya Shema. You should love God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your possessions. Then the Torah says, V'shinantum levanecha. You should teach your children. And the Gemara tells us, V'necha el talmidecha, teaching your children means teaching students, the dissemination of Torah. So the Chofetz Chaim writes, what did the Torah prescribe? How does one come to Avos Hashem? How does one come to love God? Love is an emotion. It's a certain internalization of a reality, of a relationship, of who God is. Do you know how you come to love God with all your heart and all your soul and all your possessions? Vishinantum levanecha, by engaging the process of dissemination of Torah, teaching, mentoring students, and sharing with them the knowledge of Torah. That itself will evoke within your heart Avos Hashem, love of God at these various levels. So again, it's interesting. So the two most difficult mitzvos, which are really the motivating mitzvos, Avos Hashem, loving God, and Yiras Hashem, fearing and revering God, what activates both of these emotions and gives us that internalization of the value? It's the study of Torah, which brings us to that level of clarity and this grasp of what it means to love God and what to fear God.